Hello everyone, welcome to the English literature class, and today in my class I am going to teach you a poem in chapter 8 called The Mountain and the Squirrel, written by Ralph Waldo Emerson. So before I narrate the poem and explain the poem, I want to talk about the author first, who has written this beautiful poem. Ralph Waldo Emerson was born on 1803 and died 1882. Okay, he was born an American essayist, lecturer and poet. Born in Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, the poet has also written Concord, Hymn and The Snowstorm. He worked on the development of certain ideas such as individuality, freedom and the ability for mankind to release almost anything, and the relationship between the soul and the surrounding world. That was Mr. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Now coming to the poem. The poem Mountain and the Squirrel. Like here, have you ever felt controlled or dominated by somebody bigger than you? So the question arises in the mind, no? Means somebody is controlling you, like if you are at home, your parents controls you, isn't it? Like you don't do this, you don't do that, they tell you no, and after you come to school, the teachers control you. So you might have felt why we are not freed, why you are not allowed to do anything on your own, isn't it? So means that is the means even we have some same kind of experience in our life, that means even we are also controlled by some the bigger power. Understood? Okay, so here goes the poem like this. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. Now here what happened? The mountain and the squirrel. Alright, there are two characters. One is mountain and squirrel. Mountain is very big, you have seen, no? And the squirrel is small. So they both had a quarrel. Quarrel means to fight. Okay, so anger upon. And the farmer called the latter little pig. Now farmer means the mountain. Alright, farmer means the earlier on, that means the mountain and the squirrel. So here the mountain called the squirrel little prig. Prig is a person who consider himself a superior to others. That means here squirrel, what he thinks himself, he is superior to other. So that is why the mountain is calling the squirrel little prig. Bun replied. Now Bun is a squirrel. You are doubtless very big. So here Bun said, Bun is a squirrel. Squirrel said that you are very big. So everybody means can see, no, mountain is a huge in size. Okay, so even the squirrel says, no doubt you are very big, but all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together. That means here what he is telling to mountain, that means you have to, means you are outside always, you have to face all the types of weather. Alright, means every time you have to face all those means calamities, sun, rain, anything that you have to face all together to make up a year, and to make 1 year and a spear. And I think it no disgrace. Disgrace means no, means feeling of shame, and he is telling that I think there is no disgrace, no shame at all to occupy my place. If I am not as large as you, so Ms. Bun, the squirrel, is telling that if I am not as large as you, you are not so small as I. So he is telling, the squirrel is telling to the mountain that you are also not so small as I am. I am so small, no one is smaller than I am, means you are not smaller than I. So he meant to say, and not half so spray. Spray is active, and not you are not an active like me. Like mountain is in one fixed place, no? So how they could be active? So that is why squirrel is telling you are not as active as me. I will not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. So means I will not deny that you are means making a track, no, a passage, a way on the mountain. Talents differ, all is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither can you crack a nut. So here he is telling, means if I am not able to, all right, carry a forest in my back, how, means one small squirrel will carry a forest in a back, like a the mountain is, means mountain seems to be carrying, like mountain is a metaphor, a kind of personification is shown here in a form of being. So like back who has, human being has a back, mountain doesn't have back, but mountain is given a like human reference. So anything is referred to as human, so they are called personification. Okay. And neither can you crack a nut, and you will not be able to say anything, okay, if you are, means unable to do what I can do. So here the poet, what he means by all this, the mountain and the squirrel is saying that a mountain can carry forest on its back but still cannot crack a nut, whereas a squirrel that can crack a nut cannot carry forest. So all of us are good in our own quality, no, we cannot become like a Shah Rukh Khan, okay, and Shah Rukh Khan cannot become like us. So there is a, means we have our own work, all right, to do. Like William Shakespeare's line I will like to quote, all the world is a stage and we are all actors here. Like means we have our own work to do, we are all just like actors and this world is a stage. All creatures serve as a spokes in a wheel of life. So it means our life, no, it's just like a spokes in the wheel, all right, means different spokes has a different role to play in the wheel. So same like we also have a different role to play in our life. Like your role is what now, you are to study at home, okay, you have to open your book, you have to write, and our duty is to teach you. So that is the role in our own life. You cannot become like us now, understood? So we have to do our own duty. So God merely acts as the hub holding everything together. So here God is controlling us, all right, to means act and do our duty according to, means the way he has given us the life. So that is the poem says through these lines, understood? I hope it makes clear to you. Thank you so much. Till then, stay safe, stay at home.